illuminatti, money Maseratis. Are you stupid? I'm only sold to Christ's body. I ain't perfect, sexing women like it's my job. Me and money like Blake.
You heard him here, you heard what he said, right? December 27th, he gonna drop that E.D.I, Raj Hills.
Cali lifestyle.
See me on stage, then they rob my past. Is the past, no need to rehash. Now it's about getting money, now that's the Cali math. Now stepping out the top of my tree house, I'm killing dope in trouble, so they think I'm an outlaw.
The day another gift, the time you spend complaining. You
I'll tell you to your face. You
know what time it is. Jazz Dillinger.
Raj Hills here in the studio with the legendary Outlawz E.D.I. No more to be said, I'm gonna leave it up to him.
And ruthless conspiracy.
They wanna see me shacking cause I'm a hassle to the establishment. Rather see me locked down, packed in, asking, how could it end like this? Ain't this a bitch? Do I remind you of the things you was made to forget?
My mom is actually the great cousin of Alex Haley. Her father is Grandpa Haley from Chicago. So I never got to meet him, but I mean I remember as a kid when he was alive and everything, and Roots came out and she was just like, hey, you gotta see this movie and everything, made me sit down and watch all of that. And my grandfather Haley, was the only grandfather I ever knew. I love him. He was just so energized all the way up to his death, even at 70, 80 years old. So it was great. That side of the family is just like a open book, every type of lifestyle you could think of on my mom's side of the family.
And ruthless conspiracy.
That's too much power for one man to have.
Alex Haley, I feel honored and privileged to be a part of the family tree, the Haley family tree. He holds a significant importance in American history and in world history. You know, he's written many books. He's written autobiography of Malcolm X, Queen, Roots. You know, he's the first person to ever conduct an interview for Playboy. He's interviewed a lot of political leaders and important people in history. You know, and he was the only person to be able to get the longest interview for Martin Luther King for a publication. So, you know, it's an honor, like I said, very significant. Very thankful to be a part of that history and continue the legacy on to do my part and play and make my own lane. Let's see, story for Alex Haley. What I personally like about Alex Haley is that even though you get fame, you know, it shows that you're not immune to controversy or you're not immune to mistakes or people saying stuff about you. So I like that even though he got his fame, it was still controversial. And what I like the most about it is that he was able to bring some things that made people think, and he brought something to light, you know, about the Malcolm X and the Roots. Whether anybody has their opinion on it, it still was brought to light, and that's the main thing you have to, you know, can look at. That he brought insightful topics that people were discussing today, and if anything else, you have to appreciate that. So, thank you, Alex Haley. My favorite musical influences, hip-hop musical influences, easy. That would be Tupac, Eminem, and DJ Quick. So either one of them orders, but yeah, those are my biggest musical influences. Those are my biggest hip-hop influences because they just created their own lane. They really didn't give a damn about what people thought. They just went out there and did them and kind of was like different.
And my brother put it down as usual, put it down. And my big sis, we were late because of her, but we still got love for us.
Okay, we get into my siblings. We just go over them real briefly, and you get my first Tupac story from this too. Sibling, my brother, he's like Mr. Cool. I love him. You know, he's like a milder version of me, athletic, you know, all-American basketball player. Got hops, got game, ladies, man, you know, and I'm glad we got a chance to get a little closer this year. We haven't been in the last few years with everything, but no, just Mr. Cool, love him. Like I said, ladies, man, Mr. Athletic. Go check out his cuts and everything like that. I'm a little out of shape. My sister, that's one of my heart, you know. I love her. She's always been like a square, like church girl. She tried to have her wild side at one point to try to break away to show that she could be wild a little bit, but she's not built like that. She's like the type where the boys would be like, come on, you know, we're gonna let you kick it with it because we like your personality, you square and everything like that, but you're not built for this. But during that time, like, she was trained dancing, but I was on a turbo back when she was young, like 8 years old and stuff. But the first Tupac story I can give you, my first encounter with like a Tupac story, was with my sister. She was hanging around Jodeci and Tony. She was Jodeci and them always gave her love and all that, so she'd hang out with them. She seen Puffy and Pop before they got big, so she went to a Digital Underground show at the Palladium and with Tony, and they brought out Tupac. She said the crowd was booing him and everything, and then she went backstage. You know, she was backstage with them, and then as they were walking to the limo, she said Shy G was cussing everybody out about how Tupac was gonna be bad, how he's gonna be big, and she was just like, she just seen him with his head down, you know, walking to the limo, and she just, her being so square and encouraging the people, she just was like, you know, it's gonna be okay. She was like, don't worry about it, you know, it'll be better, just keep your head up and keep working. And then it's funny that Pac comes out with a song later on named Keep Your Head Up. I wouldn't say that he got it from her, but just that just is a funny, you know, thing to see that. But I remember as a kid when she came home, I was just like, hey, did you see this guy Tupac? Because he just came out with Trapped, and I was like, oh man, forget Digital Underground. She was like, oh, who's that? She was like, we were all into Kiss Me and You Kiss You Back and all the digital. It's like, oh, that's this one guy came out rapping all hard. We all ready to party, and he rapping all hard. She's like, oh, he's just all right. I was like, the kid, oh, I can't believe, you know, when you get so mad you can't say anything. I was like, he's gonna be so big. You just watch, you know, it was like that type of situation. So that's my first Tupac memory, is my sis telling Tupac to keep his head up after he got booed at the Palladium, you know. And look, he became the greatest of all time. I told you, sis. Alright, a sibling story. I already gave you one about my sister, so I give you one about my brother B. Hills and everything like that. I'll let you in on a little secret. He was the first one that showed me my first skin flick, so I was, what, I think 13, and he was like 10 years old, so he showed me that, and I remember what it was called. It was like Betty Bickles, and I came in his room, I'm like, what the heck you watching? And it was the end of it, and he was like, man, I don't want to tell you. Then he told me and everything like that. It was a girl named Betty Bickle. The name of the movie was called Taking It All Off. So B. Hills was the first one that showed me my first skin flick. My mentors for music will be Black Tone and DJ Quick. Black Tone and DJ Quick, definitely. Black Tone took me under his wing for years and just taught me the business and life, you know, life lessons and everything like that. Just taught me the ins and outs of the business and how to, you know, be able to maneuver and work through it, and just showed me up close and personal. He didn't give me anything. He told me that from the beginning. He said, you're a man, I'm a man, you got a dick, I got a dick. I know how to pee on my own, you know how to pee on your own. I'm going to help you and show you how to get there. You got to go make the connections. You go open the doors. If you really want it, it's your passion. You keep that same grind that you had when I met you. All I'm going to do is just help you get there. You open the door. You go get it. You know, and that he showed me a lot through that way. And Quick showed me the musical side. Yeah, through Black Tone, he seen me and I mean, he liked my character the same way Tone liked my character and story, and just loyalty, you know, just being real. That's what he says. You know, he took me under the wing and just taught me how to be that artist, and I needed that at the time. And Tone told me, he was like, I'm about to let you go, and Quick could take you to the next level. And Quick told me the reason I fuck with you, Raj, is because you real and you don't beg me for shit. So it was just, you know, that self-will, and I appreciate both men for that. You know, they taught me a lot with this business, and I think I needed, for the music, for me to be able to translate, I needed somebody like Quick, who I looked up to and admired as my biggest musical influence, to say, you know what, you a star, you can go ahead and do this, you know, go get it. You know, I needed that, you know, to hear that, working with Pac and working with Jay-Z and working with Janet and you know, rock musician, that helped a lot. So thank you to both men for that. You know, I appreciate it dearly. You already know how I'm on that, so that's what it is with Black Tone and Quick. I think DJ Quick telling Money Beat It I'm a dope rapper. I can rap my ass off.
funny. Real cute is what you say to me.
And you know that I get around.
I saw was a big confidence booster. If you don't know, Money B from Digital Underground, so that helped out a lot. And meeting him, that was like a dream come true too, just to hear him chop up stories. So thank you.
Everybody said, man, what we doing, man? Come on, hell no, everybody's working, man. You know what, y'all get the fuck out of here. Come on, man, you got work to do.
Okay, who the fuck are you? Is she a nurse?
No.
Rock, that's what you gonna need if you don't hurry up, get your ass to work, Tony.
Sugar free. You said sugar free. You see, I got my sweater on because that's just cold pimping right there. Shoot, sugar free. What I liked about him is that he just always told me, when I'm out there, just go out there and feel like you're the best person out there and nobody could touch you. You know, that's the mentality you gotta have. But you know, we didn't get to kick it as much, you know, but every time he's been good. But I didn't really go out to his house like I did, with Quick and everything, because he just lives so far. You gotta take a canoe to get over there, then you gotta drive on an SUV, then you gotta fly and everything, then you gotta take a camel ride, then you gotta jump over this little river that he had. Then when you get to the front door and everything like that, it's a gate and everything. You gotta have 2 bad women in there and everything like that on your side, and they have to say, "King, your royal cleanness is clean." Otherwise, he's not trying to see you. You got to hear 2 bad women say that and everything like that to know your pimp game is strong. And so since I ain't got it like that, I just never really visited over there because I didn't want to hear him talking about if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, Raj, and get your money while you're bullshitting. So that's what it is with Sugar Free. What have I been up to musically? Just working hard, finishing up this Pt.2 CD, working on that. I'm thankful for the position I've been in where a few majors have contacted me. What to expect from it is just real music. I'm very, very excited about this project. I'll put it up against anybody, and it's not saying I'm better or worse than anybody. I'm saying it's a project that people can relate to, and it's something that you will enjoy. It's different. It's not going to be anything else like it. That's what I should be able to say. It's not going to be anything else like it out there when it does come out. So it just puts me in my own lane. It's not like me trying to be better or worse than anybody. It's for some people to enjoy and appreciate and be relevant and relate to. And I believe that project it is. I'm thankful for the opportunities I've had and the people I've been able to work with and the people I'm going to continue to work with. And I'm excited about being able to release an independent or possibly on a major. I was impressed with one A&R that came by and just sat with me 4 or 5 hours and chopped it up to me about the business and didn't sugarcoat anything, and believed in the project and then wants to fight for him, and the label that they're from. I've been impressed with them as a major before. It's one that I've always, admired. So we'll just see what happens, whether it's on a major or whether it's on independent. I'm gonna bring you a quality project. So if it's on a major, you'll be able to get to see it more. And if it's not, and it's on the independent, you just have to look for it more. But it's gonna be a quality project. It's gonna be one of the best projects out there, definitely. So I'm thankful and appreciative to everybody, and I'm gonna continue to work hard. You know me, go get it, always.